What's up, guys? Hey, Yelnat. How you doing? Let me get set up real quick. Hey, gentlemen. Not Zelda. How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Try to get more points. So you're still breeding. Cool, cool. All right. So the deal today, I'll only be streaming for half an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but um, I'm actually finishing up my moving to another apartment. Um, so I have to move out by the end of the day today. Well, actually by tomorrow noon, but I want to finish it today, so I'm kind of in a rush. What's up, Red? How you doing, Red? First time in here. Welcome. How you been? All right. I have some egg missions to do. How many egg tokens did I spend? I spent 125. 125k. Actually, probably a bit less. Because I used a couple of mythic fragments, so I haven't used the full 125k. But yeah, close to it. Hey, Twilight Rose. Yeah, I'm glad you're in here, Red. Finally get you in here. So if you want, you can type in exclamation point red in the chat, and your the link to your website will pop up, which I think is pretty cool. And that's what I usually use to promote your website a bit. So if you type in exclamation point red, your link will pop up. Yeah, there you go. I'm actually gonna make a command for your check-in link as well, because I do get a lot of questions about. I got these dragons. What level should I be at? And I always forget that you have that on your website. So I'm gonna make a separate command for that as well, so people can check in their stuff. Um, did I get enough subs on YouTube? Yes, I did. So now we have a custom URL, which is basically just www.youtube.com/CoachJPop. So it's much easier to navigate to get to, and yeah. You can see in top right corner of your screen, it says follow my YouTube channel at youtube.com/CoachJPop. So pretty cool. How did I get so many egg tokens? I mean, what's the best way to get egg tokens? Of course, with events and event rewards. Is it a good idea to spend 10k rubies to do egg missions fast? No. In my opinion, it's not a good way to get. It's not a good way to get eggs that way. The only time I feel like that's good thing to do is if you're lacking just a couple of eggs to finish up a reward during the breeding event, or just you need a couple of more eggs to finish off a dragon. But I think that you would be better off spending 10k rubies with opening gold chests during breeding event. I think the potential to get more egg tokens is achieved that way. How do I get that many tokens? I do have a token bonus reward in the season. So that's basically in Zamrock's line, the top part at the end. It's 100% token bonus to breeding tokens earned from egg token missions for the whole duration of this season. So as long as this season is going, I get double amount of egg tokens from my missions. Um, I also make sure I log in every hour and do my egg missions as soon as they're off cooldown. And then also I get a bunch of egg tokens from chests and bronze chests and gold chests. And I usually save up all my chests for breeding events and fortification events. So I have um, 2 weeks worth of chests to open up during the breeding. I'm glad you stopped by, Red. I appreciate you for all the help that you do on your website and that you provide the community. That's awesome. So yeah, I'll do anything. If you need me to put up any more promotional commands for you, please let me know, and then we can set that up really easily. I'll also, like I said, I'll put a command like !check-in, and it will take you straight to the part of your website where you have your check-in page. You have 0 egg tokens and need 130 tokens for Gorgonus. So yeah, I have I don't know how many I have. I have like 20k already. And basically what I'll do with that is once I get my Scorchel and second to breedable, I'll backbreed Quetz for 10k tokens, which will be between this breeding event and the next one. And then I'll make sure my Quetz is at breedable level by the time next breeding event starts. And then I will breed Iteru next event. I'll speed him out, and I'll try to get him to breedable and then start on my Hosset during the next event. So there's a sweet spot for spending missions if you do have that 100%. Yeah, I believe so as well. I actually haven't done the calculation, so my assumption was based on without the token bonus. So I'm guessing that there is a sweet spot, like Red said. When does the season end? I'm debating whether I should finish Kineris line or go for Zamrock. I can check that for you really quick. I believe it's like I think it's like early September or late August. There is actually a date on the rewards in the season that it says when the season ends. So after I get out of this flight, I will check it out. So the event ends. It says here available until September 5th. So September 5th is when you so it's September 5th is the last day of the season. I need one more. Coach, the different dragon spells have different ranges. Let me think about it. I never thought about that. What do you mean, like, are you able to cast them from further apart? Because if that's what you mean, then yeah, definitely so. Because, for example, like I'm flying Vulcan right now, like the area of effect spells can be casted far into the distance. But like for example, Chain Lightning, you can't really. There is a range that is lesser than the area of effect spells. What I mean by area of effect spells is basically Ice Shock, Freeze, Ice Tomb, Fireball, spells like that. They can reach. They can have a longer range. Oh man, I used this. I used the wrong base. Dang it. It's okay, never mind. It'll be alright. So yeah, they do have I guess they do have a different types of ranges. I'm gonna die here. This is terrible. This thing is gonna keep healing it. Okay, so this was a bad choice. I wonder if I can finish this out. I don't think so though. Yeah, I can. I'll just finish it with something else. As soon as a sorcerer can target a tower, you can cast spells that target specific towers. Yeah, like Red said. So, like Thunderbolt, Chain Lightning, stuff like that. Um, as soon as you can reach it with your regular attack, that's when you can attack it. But, for example, Fireball or Freeze, you're able to cast it way further into the distance. Should I go for all Zamrock stones as a level 52? I wouldn't personally, because by the time you get to like Obsidian and Emerald tier, there will be better dragons out that you will probably be able to get more stones for. So for your level, I would probably start getting um, either two or all three dragons to a certain point, so you can experience playing them as well. Because let's be realistic, you won't be getting to Emerald or Obsidian tier um, anytime soon. So uh, I used to, advise people to get the whole line, but um, obviously depending on the level and the speed of you leveling up, I changed my mind. So I think it's good to get a couple of dragons because you won't be able to use them at very high levels because there will be better dragons by the time you get there. So I'll probably at level 52. Um, so I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check Red's website or check in. At 52, I don't know exactly which tier you are. So at 52, you have Amrock, Expert Ith, Hagen, and Dancing Munin. So let me see. Let's see. So you probably want to get like Platinum Egg. I think that would be a good point. Just get a Platinum Egg. Or if you want, you can get Sapphire. Platinum or Sapphire, and then go to another dragon. So Platinum and Sapphire is a sweet spot for you, I believe. And then you'll obviously learn new spells from those seasoned dragons. You will experience high level sorcerer, high level warrior, and high level hunter. Um, so by the time you get to use those sapphire stones that you get, I'm guessing there will already be a couple of seasons out, and you know probably another tier. So the capacity, like potential for your dragons right now, will not be as high as for the new season dragons or the higher tiers that come out eventually. The season dragons cycle back in, like when like will next summer we have the same dragons? If not, when they appear back, do we keep our progress? So they do not appear back at all. So what you get now is what you're stuck with, unless they change, unless they decide for some reason to bring them back. But I don't believe that they will ever do that. Maybe far, far in the future, but not in the near future, because that would beat the purpose of people, spending money to get all the dragons during one season, because they can just wait for the next season and, get them without having to spend. So, will we get a preview of the new Fall Dragon season soon? I don't think so. I think the preview will be like as soon as this season ends, or maybe like last week or two of the season. So I don't think it'll be anytime soon, Yelnat. There's obviously, a month and a couple of days until this season ends. So yeah. All right, let's keep flying these things. I have to get through all of them before I have to get off. Again, like for example, myself, I finished both. I finished Terran and Tengu back when I started playing. That was my first season that I played. But I only got them to Garnet Stone because Emerald Stone wasn't out. So now Emerald tier is out and Obsidian tier is out, but my Tengu and Terran, they can only get the Garnet Stone. So I basically wasted um, my points on getting those stones because eventually they'll hit the plateau and they can go stronger, as does Emerald and Obsidian tier dragons can. So if I could go back in time, I would probably get Terran, Tengu, and Snowdrop and get them to like Sapphire level or Platinum level. And by the time I reached it, because obviously I still haven't reached that level, and it's almost a year later, um, so I could experience Snowdrop as well at the maximum level for my level. Um, so if I could go back in time, I would do what I just suggested you to do. But then again, it's a personal preference. Um, for example, the next season, Fae came out, and the highest stone for Fae was Emerald, right? I knew that I'm not gonna be able to get. Um, I knew I'm not gonna be able to get to Emerald by the time Fae is going to be like competitive. Um, but since I love Fae so much, and I think that it's the best dragon in the game for my level at this point, um, I ended up. What am I doing? Sorry about that. I gotta restart again so I don't lose my multipliers. I know I'm not missing much, but I'm just saying at the lower level, I would be like, I would have a hunter that is good as well. I flew that like an idiot. I didn't manage my hunter ammo at all. Uh, but yeah. Q Bizzle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah. So like for example for Fae, I got my Emerald Stone. Even though when I get to Emerald, I won't be able to use her competitively because obviously there'll be better dragons at that point. But since I liked Fae so much, and it's the best dragon I have currently, um, I just wanted to get it just for that. But for example, Aster, I only got the Garnet Stone because I know I'm not gonna be using it. Um, again, um, this season I'm getting Borgin just because the rest of my sigils I will get the limited branches. So that's kind of my plan. Obviously, once you get to higher levels, then you want to finish all the lines, or at least finish the line of the dragon that you want the most. I'm sure I'm not missing out on Zemrock because warriors in general are useless at higher levels. So, um, if you do come often enough to um, into my stream, you'll see that I don't favor warriors. I rarely fly them anyways, and Zemrock is definitely not the strongest dragon available. It might be for your level, but once you get to higher levels, um, He's useless. Well, not useless, but not as good as Borgin. If you're a hunter flyer, I don't know how you see how you can say that Zamrock is better than Borgin. Again, I'm basing dragons off of taking good bases. Well, actually, great bases while they're defended. So I do not judge dragons based on them being able to take average bases or um, training bases. So what level are you, Proud Enemy? 213. What level is your Zamrock? If somebody has like a, so I'm level 127. Um, if anybody has level like, let's say, level 29 is Sapphire for Divine Dragons, right? So at 29 they become Sapphire or Platinum. They become Sapphire at 29, right? All right, Proud Enemy. Hit my base with your dragon, with your Zamrock. I don't know what level it is, but um, you can hit my base, and then I'll defend it because obviously you're way higher than me, and then we can see how it performs if you want to, obviously. Um, the reason I'm saying warriors are useless at high levels is because I haven't seen a successful flyer at levels 250 to 350 that uses warriors. Like there is no way a warrior can take out the whole base while defended, and at least I haven't seen it um, while it's defended. So basically, my judgments on dragons are based against the best bases in the game while they're defended, and so yeah, when you take all of that in consideration, Borgin is the best dragon to get this season. How high am I going with Borgin? I'll finish Borgin line. I'm not that far from it, but I made sure I finished out all my limited branches and stuff. So I would have been done with it already a long time ago. But I'm in no rush because I'm only getting one dragon. I'm gonna hit one more base while I'm waiting to see if you want to hit my base. I'm really unfocused right now because I have a million things on my mind, and I'm mostly reading the chat. So I'm messing up all these dragonflies and stuff. What's up, DJ? Hey, Duchess. How you guys doing? Haven't seen you, DJ, in a long, long time, man. But then again, I always point this out in my stream to all my new viewers. My opinions of this game are 95% different than everybody else in the game that you guys know of. So Iman, Pixel, all the names in the game that are out there on social medias and streaming and stuff. My opinions about this game are way different than they are. So and that's fine. I still have people today, uh, mad at me. Not mad, but just kind of jokingly mad at me that I wasn't streaming when the last season started because everybody chose Sage and uh, approved over and over again that Faye is a better dragon than Sage. So, all right, Red. I'll make sure to check in and follow you once I've finished. I'm not streaming long today, so I'll also host you, um, so you get some more viewers and stuff. But yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it, Proud Enemy. It's all good. You're good now. Fam came and gone. Awesome, DJ. Welcome back, man. So yeah, I do have news. So this is the one of the emotes that are available if you subscribe. If you subscribe, they're available to you. It's like an egg in in a C letter. This kind of represents the people that subscribe. They get to have it, and then they can put it in chat. And what I'm gonna do is whenever somebody subscribes, the previous subscribers will be like spamming eggs in the chat, and it's kind of a cool thing to have. Another thing is that we have is this emote. Um, that one is for the more expensive subscription, and the middle one will be Faye, which is still being approved. Um, so yeah, those are some of the cool things that we got with the subscription. We are not partnered with Twitch yet. I'm not partnered with Twitch yet, so the badge remains to be a star for a subscriber. But eventually, it will be once I get partnered. If I get partnered, it will be different than a star. So pretty cool stuff. Not necessary, but it's kind of cool. I got Faye, and people were like, "That is done." Yeah. Like I said, 95% of the people in this game, and all my viewers in here can attest to that. Um, all my viewers attest to that. That I always have different opinions than majority of the players, and so far I've had luck in choosing the correct stuff. So, well, what I'm saying is all the season dragons are great. They're great. Okay, so Kineris is great too. All I'm saying is at the competitive level, and competitive level being diamond level, um, I don't feel like Zamrock. To be honest, I have not did my research on Zamrock. I discarded it because it was a dragon. But so far, what I've seen, I haven't seen anything that will revoke my opinion. So I will tell you this: Zamrock is the best warrior that is in the game right now at this level. Obviously, I'm not talking about emeralds and obsidians that are coming out. I'm just saying in general, it's the best warrior dragon since I started playing. Obviously, I missed Scar, so Scar would be one of the warriors that I would get. Um, so yeah, I know all the dragons in the season are awesome. I'm just comparing them to a competitor level of diamond. So even though I'm not a level of diamond, although I am in diamond league, but that's what I'm comparing them to. But yeah, all the dragons in the season are great. You can't go wrong with any. It's just basically a preference. I'm just looking at little niches that give advantage to other dragons. So there are different subscriptions. Yes, Yelnek. So once you already subscribed. So like you subscribed with Twitch Prime. So with Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription for the cheapest subscription. So the cheapest subscription is $4.99, and that's what you can get for free if you link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account. But if you choose to pay, then you have three different options to choose from. It's um, $4.99, $9.99, and $25.99, and those do go into supporting me. You still have Aster over Fate 10 times out of 10. Wow, man. Okay. I do not wish that Duchess because it would beat the purpose of trying hard to get the stones during the season, and it wouldn't be fair to people that used it that got all the stones during the season. But yeah, I mean it'll be cool. You can hit my base. I'm not gonna defend it if you're attacking with that low level. So go ahead. Um. So what else are we? Yeah, Q Bizzle. I don't know how can you prefer Aster over Faye. Aster is such a bad dragon in my opinion. But again, I'm a defensive-minded flyer, so a hunter without a cloak is useless to me. Um, Our master is cool because of steel essence, and he is good, really good at taking out mage towers and setting up a base for a cleanup. But yeah. Oh, yeah, he does have a cloak. My bad. But still, yeah, I'm totally distracted right now. But Aster, like I said, Aster is second best dragon this season. I got him second, and I have him to Garnet. So, uh, how can you tell type of dragon is once you get him? What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Somebody is defending me. I don't know. I'm sorry. It wasn't me though. It does take you back to Whale, and then Whale was my favorite hunter until I got Aster, and then now that I got Borgin, it's crazy. Thanks so much, Proud. Appreciate it. Um, I don't know if we're going to Diamond 1 um, next league shift, but we're in Diamond 2, so I think we're going to lose on purpose tonight because we have a couple of recruits coming in next week, and we don't want to be in the midst of Diamond 1 while that is happening. So, how can you tell what type of dragon it is when you go to make them? Oh, so basically, the egg has the name. My incubator is upgrading, so I can't show you now. But um, so when you go to breed dragons, and if you have an egg for that dragon, yeah, there is a way. So for example, I have Kulan's egg. I just haven't bred it yet, right? So the name of the egg is the name of the dragon is Wisdom Dragon, and in the bottom left corner, you can see how the egg is look. What's the shape of the egg and what's the texture on it. So then you can take that and match it to the eggs that you have in your incubator. Or that as well. So you press the uh, egg, and it will usually tell you the same thing that tells you here. Wisdom Dragon can read the memories of this prey. So, and you can match that with the egg, and that's how you can determine which egg you're going to breed. Um, At least it went to my rubies. So thank you for that, Proud. Appreciate it. All right, so I gotta finish this. I think I only have Scorchel to fly. Yeah, so only Scorchel. All my dragons are level capped. But actually, only 3 of them I can level. All other dragons are level capped, then capped. The reason I'm not leveling them up is because I think that it's gonna be the feeding event next week, so I'm just gonna keep it until so I can get some more extra points if it is feeding event. But I think it's going to be a feeding event next week. Like again, I will have the news tomorrow. I'm not sure that I'm 99% sure that I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, I'll put it up in my line group for everybody that's in there, so they know how to prepare or whatever. It's only a day ahead of when the actually PG announces it. So I actually wish it was a PvP event, because then if we went to the Diamond 1, we wouldn't be able to be warred on immediately. So yeah, so they do feeding events after the new tiers are released. Is there a calendar to see which events are next? No, there is no calendar. Like, it's never certain what the next event is going to be. The way we find out, so myself, I'm a creators faction member, so I get the email about what next event is, and then me and fellow creator faction members, we put it out there for public, like on Instagrams, and that's basically how you guys find out what the next event is before you get the official email in game from PG. But there is a calendar. Um, there is a calendar where on War Dragons Info where you can see the previous events, so you can kind of get the concept of the structure of how it goes. Yelnak, you're crazy, man. Thank you so much for that subscription. I really appreciate it. The reason it's not popping up because you were already a subscriber. So, um, um, if you choose to resubscribe after 1 month, then it will be pop up that you've been subscribed for two months already. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. And as a top subscriber, you can use these emotes. So if you type in chat, Coach J, so I'm gonna write it in the chat. Coach J, all lowercase letters, and then a capital letter E, and then egg. So if it looks without spaces, I'm gonna write it. So if you type this in the chat without spaces, this emote will pop up. If you type in this in chat without spaces, this emote will pop up. There's also a third emote, but it's still being approved. So it should be a couple of days until it's approved, and then you can use all 3 of them whenever you want. Thank you so much, Yelnik. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Type it without the space. So type Coach J egg together as a one word. You gotta type them in together. You're in Sapphire tier, and we're in a Diamond League. Yes, I'm in a Diamond League. And yes, I am. DJ, you can't use it because you're not a subscriber. So you have to subscribe in order to get it. And Yelnek, the reason it's not working, your E has to be capital. So it really matters the way you spell it out. So Coach J and then capital E GG. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, YMS. I am in Sapphire. I'm in a Sapphire tier with my dragons, and I'm in a Diamond League with my team. Um, so yeah, overachieving basically. But yeah, you think it's too hard for me? I don't think so. 40 plus towers? That's fine with me. Yeah, DJ. So if you do have like a Amazon Prime, if you use Amazon Prime, you can link that to your Twitch account, and then you can actually subscribe for free if you want to, if you choose to. I'm dead. That was terrible. It's fine. I'm gonna restart. I didn't do it right. Missed the first thing. Wish there was a guide on which runes stack. What do you mean by that, Yelnat? So naturally, the game won't let you put two same runes on the same dragon because they're same. Um, you can put, for example, rage rune, epic rage rune, and legendary rage rune on the same dragon, and they will stack. It will also stack if you put a legendary rage rune with a secondary lightning resist and a legendary rage rune with cannon tower resist. So there has to be a certain difference between the runes, and that's the time when they will stack. If they're completely same, you won't be able to equip them first of all, so they will not be able to stack. I don't know if that was your question or not. YMS, yeah, I mean, it all depends on how you play, man. Is it okay to salvage duplicate runes? Depends on the rarity. I usually don't salvage um, legendary runes and mythic runes and some epic runes even because of the dragons that you will end up getting in the future. They might be good to be used on for. Guys, I unlock dragons and research if you want it. Pet PM me. I don't know what you're doing with that, but if it's against the terms of the agreement of service, please do not advertise that in my chat. Is it worth it to do one epic and one legendary room of a same type or dragon? Yes, it is. It is worth it. It is worth it. Yell next. So give me an example of a dragon that you want to use it on. Obviously, some dragons, um, on some dragons it's worth it. On some dragons it's not. So it depends on a dragon really. For example, I made a mistake with Borgin. Uh, I have three. I have three lightning. I think I have three legendary healing mark runes on him. Right? They're all different, so they stack. But I shouldn't have done that because now my healing mark is really good. But I could have benefited more if I removed one of those runes and put another rage on it. Yeah, multiple rage runes are awesome for the dragons that use a lot of rage. So yeah, definitely good. So for example, Zamark, he's really good to stack rage on. Borgin is really good to stack rage on. So yeah. Kineris, for example, it's bad to put rage runes on her because she already had Dodo, which increases the rage regeneration, and also her spells. She doesn't use enough rage for her to ever be short of rage, if that makes sense. So, for example, um, my Borgin has 3 legendary healing mark runes. I kind of did that because I was hyped. Oh my god, I'm gonna have 3 healing runes on him. Basically, a healing mark heals my Borgin for half his health. But that I could have gained more if I had 1 legendary rage rune, instead of 1 legendary healing mark. Yeah, so for example, you should put 2 rage runes or 3 rage runes, however many ones you want, on Zamark and on Borgin. I wouldn't put it on Kineris. And to be honest, about Drakius, I forgot what his spells were. He is irrelevant to me, so I don't actually know what you would put on him. We got one more flight to do with Scorchel. And unfortunately, that's going to be the last thing I do. Uh, I have to move, and I'm actually training for my new job, so I have to take a bunch of online tests and courses, blah, blah, blah. So I'm doing that. So I'm kind of in like a rush to finish all that stuff. So yeah, so in Borgin, I would put maybe 1 or 2 healing runes, and rest of it I would put as a rage. Yeah, because he's really rage dependent. And as much rage as you have, that's how far it goes. It's really bad when you use up all his rage and you wait for it to regenerate. So rage regeneration is really, really good on Borgin. Also for hunters, the best rune that you can have is ammo rune, but their rune is really rare. I myself don't have one yet, but once I do get it, it's one of the best runes for hunters. It's called ammo rune. Rune of something. I don't know the name. And then what it does is it grants ammo. Thank you, Young. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll be done with the class by tomorrow evening, and then I have to take the test, and then I have to get settled in, and then we'll be back on streaming. So next week, I will probably stream once or twice only. The following week, I will stream that weekend. So um, because I have to go to Dallas for academy training. It's like where they teach how um, their employees conduct business or whatever. So I'll be going there for 4 days. And then if internet is good in the hotel, I'll be streaming from there as well. But just giving you guys heads up. So for this next week, I will probably be streaming maybe tomorrow night or Tuesday night, or it will be a night definitely. But I don't know exactly what day and how many times. So Nashi, what's up? What's up, Nashi? Um, Actually, Yelnak just subscribed for the highest with the highest subscription, so he has the Coach J Beast emote as well. So awesome. Uh, but yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Unfortunately, I have to go off. I have lots of stuff to do. Um, like I said, I don't know exactly the times I'll be streaming next week, but I will try to stream at least once or twice next week. So that's a reduced amount of streams that I have compared to my usual times. So obviously that's gonna hinder the giveaways. Um, but yeah, they will be coming in as soon as I start streaming again at the regular times. The giveaways will be there. $20 giveaways every week. Um, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you do want to, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, Also, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can connect it to your Twitch account and you can subscribe to this channel as well. And that goes to support me in streaming. And yeah, join our Line group if you want. This is the link to the Line group if you're not in it already. Thank you so much. Yelneck, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Um, and I will see you guys sometime next week. Bye bye.